This is your intuitive energetics and somatics for the week of February 15th through the 21st. I'm Kat Beck. This is Mystic Medicine. Let's get into it, shall we? So I'm seeing a couple different things come up collectively as far as the frequencies we're swimming through. One is this energy of water really coming in, the collective connection to our emotional body, to fear, and to our ability to either, move with our emotional experience like a wave, or resist it or get sucked underwater. So there's definitely this whirlpool like energy that's coming in for some people. And you might feel that pull to sink, and as if you can't come up for air. I think that's initiating what I'm seeing next, which is this. It's like one of those old mail rooms where you pull out the drawer. I guess it's like a post office, but I'm seeing it as like old school. So this is indicating like really repressed memories, or maybe karmic lineage that you've brought in through your DNA, these memories here, and all of these drawers being opened of these past memory banks, basically. And the stuff in there being shuffled, like moved around. So you might, because of the current collective situation, you might be experiencing this overwhelming emotional energy and a desire to really go into all of these stories that are coming up from your past, that it's stirring within you, which is natural. But also the instigator of these things is complete corruption. And so I want to remind you of that. This isn't... This isn't emerging likely from your soul ready to review and release. It does seem like they're messing with us. They want us to be trapped in these stories and this repression and in this old timeline, because the people have really started to rise and awaken. And they know that our trauma keeps us trapped. So start to let yourself feel into the subtleties of that. Really tuning into the waters within your own body. Allowing your breath to naturally deepen. Exhaling long and slow. Staying with that breath. My cat's at the door. I gotta get him. He loves to be part of these. Come on. I'm not editing these. That's the thing. For an intuitive flow to come through, it's got to be unedited. Say hello. All right, we're going to begin to call back all of our energy, all of our power, all of our consciousness across time, space, dimensions, devices, people, and places at this time. All organic parts of yourself returning home with your next inhale. Exhale, really drop the jaw open wide. Breathe it out. Letting some sound start to come in from that deep seed within your own soul. Let it get weird. Let it be unrestrained. Feeling those reverberations throughout your chest, throughout the heart. As I begin to clear any and all attachments, hooks, cords, ties, inorganic data, any interfaces that have been overlaid on the organic blueprint, closing and collapsing across time and space. Revoking consent from their access points. Whew. Revoking authority and returning all of our authority back here and now. We're really being asked to acclimate to this water. So the whirlpool, if you feel that is the direction, if it's like this, right? What happens when you let yourself let go? What happens when you let yourself be pulled? What happens when you let yourself sink to the bottom? And as you come up from wherever that took you, I'm not going to assume that you bounced off the bottom, but I have a feeling it took you to the bottom, right? However it took you, let it start to come all the way up for air. Letting your body lean back into that water, into that body of water, whether it's a river, pond, lake, ocean. Letting your head sink all the way back. Letting yourself be held by the water. And imagining any of those drawers that were storing some ancestral or traumatic memories from this life that have been triggered by the times we are currently in. Closing each of those drawers. This isn't further repressing them into ourselves, right? This is maybe not the time to go into those things when the collective is purging, okay? Closing them with the intention to allow yourself to organically be guided by God to go into whatever needs to be reviewed for you. Bringing your awareness back here and now, specifically to the solar plexus. As I weave in some frequencies for increasing discernment and unhooking the really subtle, unconscious addiction to distraction. So that we may begin to return to reality, anchor in these codes that we carry, and show up as the beacons of light, the shifters of frequency that we are. Big breath in, reach out and up. Exhale, drop the arms down, shrug the shoulders, shake it out. Thank you for tuning in. Give it a thumbs up. We're here weekly doing this work for what's going on for us collectively. Thanks for being a part of the revolution of reconnection.